Mag-answer tayo ng ilang geometry problems. Start muna tayo sa properties of triangles. For example, if triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF and AB is equal to 4, BC is equal to 6, and DE is equal to 8, find EF. So in that case, magdodrawing tayo ng dalawang triangles. Similar triangles sila. Ibig sabihin, they have the same shape but not necessarily the same size. Okay? So yung ABC, ito siya. And then you have DEF. Yung AB natin is 4, yung BC natin is 6, and DE is 8. Now, visually, makikita natin agad yung answers since similar triangles sila. As you can see, yung 8 is twice the measure of 4. Ibig sabihin, yung EF dapat twice siya nito. So, 6 times 2 is 12. Yan yung answer natin. Alright? Actually, ang ginawa natin dito, nag-introduce tayo ng tinatawag nating scale factor. Kumbaga, in-scale up natin yung triangle ABC sa triangle DEF para makita natin itong length nito. Alright? So, yung scale factor natin dito is DE over AB, which is equal to 8 over 4, which is 2. Now, it comes from the fact na pwede nating establish yung relationship ng mga ratios ng mga lengths nitong two similar triangles. So, meron tayong AB over DE, equal lang siya sa length ng BC over EF, which is also equal to AC over DF. Okay, next, two sides of a triangle are 7 cm and 9 cm. What are the integer possibilities for the third side? Dito, ginagamit natin yung concept ng triangle inequality. Okay, sa triangle inequality, let's say mayroon tayong triangle, yung isa is 7, yung isa is 9, and then hinahanap natin to. Let's say this is x. Okay? So, hinahanap natin yung integer possibilities niya. According to triangle inequality, yung measurement ng x should be in between the difference and the sum of these two measurements. Ibig sabihin, if you have 9 minus 7, dapat yung x greater than that and less than siya sa 7 plus 9. So, 9 minus 7 is 2. 7 plus 9 is 16. So, dapat yung x should be between 2 and 16. Pero wala tayo ditong equality. Since wala tayong equality, inequality lang yan, saan mag-start yung value ng x? Mag-start siya sa 3 and mag-end sa 15. Ibig sabihin, exclusive of 2 and 16, but inclusive of 3 and 15. So, yung mga answers natin dyan, 3, 4, 5, until 15. Alright? Para isulat natin yung notation, pwede naman, yung x is an element of an integer wherein your x or, sige, sulat natin dito. X is greater than 2 but less than 16. Or pwede rin yung interval notation niya. So, 2, 16. Ayan. Alright? Dapat ano siya, dapat gumagamit tayo nito. Parenthesis. Kasi kapag nag-bracket ka dyan, kapag gumamit ka ng bracket, ibig sabihin inclusive na yon. So, dapat exclusive, not including 2 and 16. Pero still, integer dapat siya. Okay? Next, in triangle ABC, the angle bisectors of angles B and C intersect at point I. The measure of angle BIC is 125. What is the measure of angle BAC? Try natin siya dito. So, meron tayong triangle ABC. Tapos merong bisector ng angle B and C, nag-meet sila at point I. Ito yung point I, sabihin natin nandito siya. Ito yung angle bisector ng B, ito yung angle bisector ng C. Okay? And then yung BIC, ito siya, BIC is equal to 125 degrees. Ang hinahanap natin, yung measurement nito. Alright? I-drawing ko lang yung smaller triangle dito. Ito is B, I, ito is C. And this is 1, 2, 5. So, ganito yung pwede nating technique dyan. Kita natin to si 1, 2, 5. Hanapin muna natin ito. And then ito. From that, makikita natin ito. And then ito, isubtract natin siya sa 180 para makuha natin to. Alright? So, exploit natin yung mga properties na nabanggit dito. Meron tayong angle bisector. So, yung line segment natin na BI, okay, bisector siya ng angle B. Ibig sabihin, yung angle, okay, yung angle IBC, ito siya. Ito rin siya. ABC, dapat equal siya sa angle ABI, which is ito. Okay, kasi bisector siya. ABI. And then, meron pang isa, dapat equal siya sa half ng angle ng B, which is ito. Alright? Next, aside from that, meron pa tayong isang bisector, yung CI. So, from that, makikita natin na yung angle ICB, ito siya, ICB, equal siya sa angle ACI, which is ito, ACI. And then, equal siya sa half ng measurement ng angle of C. Okay? Meron pang isa. Tingin tayo dito sa smaller triangle. So, yung BIC natin, which is 125, if we add that to angle IBC, and to angle, ito yung IBC, to angle ICB, ito siya, we will get 180 degrees kasi yung sum ng angle sa triangle ay dapat 180. Yung BIC natin given siya 125 degrees. Yung IBC equal siya sa 1/2 of angle B. 1/2 of angle B. And then yung ICB equal siya sa 1/2 of angle C. 1/2 of angle C is equal to 180. Subtract natin si 125 both sides. Okay. Alright, bring down natin to 1/2 angle B plus 1/2 angle C. 180 minus 125 is 55. And then, tanggalin natin si 1/2. Multiply natin to both sides. Okay, para makancel to mga to. And then we can see that angle B plus angle C is equal to 55 times 2 is 110 degrees. Okay, now, makikita na natin si angle BAC, which is ito. Okay? Ito yung angle B, nakita na natin. Angle C, nakita na natin. Hinahanap natin ito. Paano? Kunin natin si 180, subtract natin si 110, and we'll get 70 degrees. Yan yung answer natin. Paano nakuha yun again? Kasi nga, ang sum ng mga angles natin sa triangle ay 180. Yung mga internal angles niya. Okay? Since yung sum nito is 110, subtract lang natin siya sa 180 to get the angle A. Alright? Dito naman tayo sa Pythagorean theorem. Example number 1, find the hypotenuse of legs 6 and 8. So ito, basic formula lang naman yung gagamitin natin. That C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay? Yung hypotenuse niya is C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. A squared natin is 6 squared plus 8 squared. Okay, so this is square root of 36 plus 64, which is the square root of 110. Alright, yung answer natin is 10. Next, a ladder leans against the wall such that the top of the ladder touches the wall at a height of 12 meters. The ladder is 13 meters long. If the foot of the ladder is moved 3 meters farther, how much lower does the top of the ladder slide down the wall? Okay, dito tayo sa next slide. Illustrate muna natin siya. So, meron tayong wall. And then, meron tayong ladder. Ayan. Ito yung ladder natin. So, yung ladder natin ay 13 meters long. And then, ito is 12 meters long to. Okay, yung height niya. Now, pwede natin gamitin dito yung Pythagorean theorem to find this length. Okay, let's assign this A. Tapos ito yung B. Ito yung C. So, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. This is 13 squared is equal to A squared plus yung B squared natin is 12 squared. So, A squared is equal to 13 squared minus 12 squared. A is equal to the square root of 13 squared minus 12 squared. 13 squared is 169. 12 squared is 144. Okay, square root of 129 minus 144 is 25. So, ang A natin is 5. Okay? A is equal to 5. Now, yung ladder natin, nag-move siya ng additional 3 meters. Ibig sabihin, ito, mag-move pa yung ladder natin dito. Nag-slide down siya dito. So, mag-add lang tayo ng 3 meters from 5. So, yung new A natin, sabihin natin A prime. Yung A prime natin ngayon is 8. Ngayon, pwede tayong mag-establish ng panibagong relationship. So, parang ganito yung nangyari. Gamit lang ako ng ibang color. Nag-move yung ladder natin. Ayan. Ayan. Additional 3 meters. Tapos, same pa rin naman yung length ng ladder. 13 pa rin siya. 8. And then, hahanapin natin. Ito. Pag nakita natin yan, hanapin natin ito by just subtraction. Alright? So, isolve natin siya. Panibagong a squared to. Oops. C squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. C squared pa rin natin is 13. 13 squared. Ang a squared na natin is 8. 8 squared. And then yung b squared natin, yung kailangan nating hanapin. Alright? So, you have 13 squared minus 8 squared is equal to b squared. So, b is equal to square root of 13 squared minus 8 squared. So, this is square root of 169 minus 64, which is the square root of 105. Okay? So, hindi naman natin to pwedeng kunin ng ano. So, i-retain na natin to ng square root of 105. So, ibig sabihin, yung new b natin is square root of 105. Therefore, yung answer natin is, ano ba yung length nito? Ang length nito is from the original na 12, okay? 12 meters minus square root of 105 meters. Or, gawin na lang natin kada 12 minus square root of 105 meters. So, that's the answer. Okay? Next, number 3. A right triangle has legs with lengths A and B and a hypotenuse. So, bakit nakaano to? O, A lang to, ha? And a hypotenuse C. If A plus B is equal to 17 and the area of the triangle is 30, what is the hypotenuse? Okay, solve natin siya dito. So, meron tayong right triangle. Ayan. Yung area daw nito is 30. So, ano yung mga given sa atin dito? Yung A plus B is equal to 17. So, yun yung mga information na given sa atin. Alam natin na yung area ng triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. Okay? 1/2 base times height. And then, wala namang given na information. Pero we know that this is equal to 30. Okay? Equal siya sa 30. So, this is equal to 30. So, now, base times height is now equal to 60. Alright? So, gagamitin natin to later. Now, yung meron siyang legs na A and B. So, yung legs niya is A and B. And then, hypotenuse niya is C. So, pwede natin itong isulat as AB is equal to 60. Alright? AB is equal to 60. Ito yung A, ito yung B. Aside from that, pwede natin gamitin yung Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Yung Pythagorean theorem natin, we know this is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Pero, pwede nating express ito as the square of a binomial. Diba? If you have A plus B squared, this is just equal to A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Pwede natin pagsamahin itong dalawa such that we have A squared plus B squared plus 2AB. So, associative property lang naman yan. Now, i-isolate ko si A squared plus B squared by subtracting 2AB both sides. So, A squared plus B squared is equal to A plus B quantity squared plus 2AB. So, bakit ko ito ginawa? Kasi, alam ko na given si A plus B. Ito siya. A plus B is 17. Given din si AB. Okay? Given din si AB natin, which is equal to 60. So, now, this is equal to 17 squared plus 2 times 60. Okay? 17 squared, this is 289 plus 120. No, minus na siya dito, minus 2AB minus 2AB. Yan. So, 289 minus 120 is equal to 169. Alright? So, yan yung A plus B natin, which we know is from the Pythagorean theorem, equal lang siya sa C squared. So, C squared is equal to 169. Get the square root. C is equal to 13. Alright? So, yan yung answer natin. Again, ang ginamit ko dito is, number 1, yung area ng triangle. And then, yung Pythagorean theorem. And from the fact that if you get the square of the binomial, you'll get this. Okay? So, pure algebra lang yung ginawa natin dito. Now, again, nag-subtract ako ng A, 2A, B dito. Kaya dapat negative ito. Alright? Negative, negative, negative. You get 169. And then square root ng 169 is 13. Alright? Okay. Dito naman tayo sa circles. Example number 1. Two chords intersect inside a circle. One chord is split in 3 cm and 5 cm. And the other into 2 cm and x. Find x. So, ang gagamitin natin dito ay yung tinatawag na intersecting chord theorem. Okay? Sinasabi nun na if we have a circle, let's say we have a circle. So, the two chords intersect inside the circle and we have two chords, okay, na nag-intersect. Then, yung length nito, let's say AB, and this is CD, pwede nating i-relate sila such that AB is equal to CD. So, from that, we can multiply this 3 times 5 and equate that to 2 times x. Okay? Gawin natin ganito, 2x. So, 3 times 5, 15 is equal to 2x. Therefore, x is equal to 15 over 2 or 7.5. That's the answer. Okay? Again, intersecting chord theorem yung ginamit natin. Next, in a circle with center O, a chord AB has a length of 16 cm. If the distance from O to the chord is 6 cm, what is the radius of the circle? Okay. So ito, nadaan na natin to during our face-to-face review, pero parang binago ko yata yung ilang values dito. So solve natin siya dito. Again, mag-illustrate kayo lagi kasi helpful yan para ma-visualize natin. Meron tayong circle with center O, and then meron daw chord AB. Ilagay natin yung chord dito. Okay. Chord AB. And then, meron siyang length na 16. If the distance from O to the chord is 6 cm. Okay. So, gawa na lang ako dito ng line segment representing the radius. And yung point na to, pangalanan na lang natin yung point. Let's name this point P. Yan, point P. So, O to P is 6. Okay. Tama ba? If the distance from O to the chord is 6 cm, what is the radius of the circle? Hinahanap natin dito is radius. Now, ang gagawin ko dito, magpo-form na lang ako ng triangle. Okay? Now, if I form a triangle, nag-input lang ako dito ng line, which is the radius. Radius lang yan. Para hindi na ako mabother na, okay, ito yung kailangan kong hanapin. Ito na lang. Same lang naman yon, no? Kasi radius lang din naman yan. Now, from this, makikita natin na yung mga given natin dito, no? OP is equal to 6 cm. Aside from that, itong AP natin, AP is equal to 1/2 nung AB, which is equal to 8 cm. Okay? Kasi 16 yan. Itong radius na to, binabisect niya itong chord. So, since yung total length niya is 16, divide by 2, 8 ito. 8 din dapat ito. So, ibig sabihin, yung PB natin is also equal to 8 cm. Okay? Gamitin natin yung Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Again, meron tayo nito, 6. Meron din tayo nito, which is 8. So, from that, yung A natin, itong C gawin natin siyang R, no? R squared, kasi radius lang naman yung hypotenuse dito. Yung A natin, it's either 6 or 8, doesn't matter, no? So, gawin natin siyang 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to R squared. Get the square root of both sides. R is equal to the square root of 36 plus 64, square root of 100, which is 10. Okay? Huwag kakalimutan yung unit. Unit dito is cm. So, the answer is 10 cm. Alright? Next, two circles with radii 9 and 16 are externally tangent to each other. A common external tangent line touches the two circles at points A and B. What is the length of the segment AB? Alright, illustrate natin to sa next slide. So, you have two circles daw. Ito yung first circle. And then, you have another circle. Magkadikit yan, no? Kasi tangent daw. Externally tangent. Ayan. Kahit di nagme-make sense yung drawing natin, sige, payagan natin yan. And then, may radius yung isa na 9. Radius ng another one is 16. Now, merong external line tangential to both of the circles at points A and B. Okay. Ayan. Ang gusto nating makita yung distance. Itong distance na to. Itong length na to. Now, mag-form muna ako dito ng isang shape like that. Okay? And then, ang gusto kong malaman is yung length again ng AB. Now, pwede ako mag-form dito ng isang rectangle. Okay? Isang rectangle. And from that, I can know the length of this one. Okay? The measurement of that one. Since ito is 9, and same lang dapat siya, ano? So, this is 9. So, yung length nito is 16 minus 9, which is 7. Hindi yan complete kasi kailangan kong malaman yung length nito. Pwede. Paano? Again, this is a radius. This is also a radius. Okay? So, yung radius nito is 9. This is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. So, meron ako dito ang 25. Now, yung 25 na yan, i-treat natin siya as hypotenuse. No? Obviously naman, hypotenuse yan. So, gagamitin natin si Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Hinahanap natin dito yung isang length nito. Itong isang side, which is B squared. So, or E squared, bahala kayo. Wala namang problem yan. So, B squared is now C squared minus A squared. So, B is the square root of C squared. Ang C squared natin is 25 squared. And then yung A squared natin is 7. 7 squared. So, B is equal to the square root of 625 minus 49. So, you do the math and you'll get the answer. Okay? So, yan yung answer natin dito. Next, proceed tayo sa coordinate geometry. Yan. Number 1, find the distance between 1, 2, and 4, 6. Distance formula lang gagamitin natin. So, distance formula gives us D is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay? So, ito yung point 1 natin. Ito yung point 2. Whichever, walang problema dyan, no? So, this is x sub 1. This is y sub 1. This is x sub 2. Y sub 2. Direct substitution lang yan. Alright? So, ang x sub 2 natin is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3 squared is 9. Y sub 2 natin is 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. The answer is 5. Alright? Next, number 2. The midpoint of x2 and 4y is 3, 5. Find x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So, gamitin natin yung midpoint formula. So, this is our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. This is x, this is y. Ito yung midpoint natin, no? Midpoint. So, ang midpoint formula natin is x is equal to x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2 and y is equal to y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. Ang x sub 1 natin is x. Okay? And yung x sub 2 natin is 4 over 2. Pero given naman yung x natin which is 3. Yung y sub 1 natin is 2. Okay? And then, yung y sub 2 natin is y. 2 plus y over 2 is equal to 5. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa taas. Ayan. So, multiply natin to both sides. You'll get x plus 4 is equal to 6. Subtract natin yung 4 both sides. X is equal to 2. Now, dito tayo sa next. Multiply sa 2 both sides. You get 2 plus y is equal to 10. Subtract 2, you'll get y is equal to 8. Now, pwede nating exploit yung fact na yung expansion ng binomial natin, x plus y squared, is just equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Saan to galing? Pwedeng FOIL method lang yan. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, ito ay ito rin, which is equal to this one. Okay? Pwede namang direct mag-substitute tayo. Walang problema yan, no? Pero kung gusto nyo mas mabilis, gamitin nyo to. So, x plus y squared is equal to 2 plus 8 squared. 10 squared is 100. Alright? Next, number 3. Consider the points A, -1, 2, and B, 5, 8. Find the coordinates of a point C on the line y is equal to 3 such that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC is equal to BC. Illustrate natin to sa next slide. Magdodrawing muna ako ng Cartesian. At -1, 2, nandun yung point A ko. Okay. 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nandito yung point B. So, this is A, -1, 2. This is B, 5, 8. Now, meron akong y is equal to 3. Ayan. And then, meron ako ditong point along this line. Okay? And this is y is equal to 3. Meron ako ditong point, pero hindi ko alam kung nasaan. Hahanapin ko kung nasaan yung points niya. Okay? Now, it says na, sige, drawing muna tayo. Kunwari, nandito yung, kunwari yan. Kunwari, nandito yung point C natin. Okay? Ayan. Sabi dito, yung AC natin equal sa BC. Itong AC, tsaka BC, equal yung length nila. Yung C natin, actually, given yung coordinates niya. Okay? Yung Y niya is 3, pero wala pa tayong X. So, i-assign muna natin as X, 3. Alright? Now, ang gagamitin natin dito, yung distance formula. Hanapin muna natin yung distance nito and distance nito, and then we equate them. Bakit natin equate? Kasi nga, equal daw sila, sabi dito. Okay? So, start tayo dito. Yung AC natin is equal to the square root of, again, yung distance formula natin is x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So, ito na lang yung i-treat ko as 0.1 and this as pwede namang ito na lang para mas maganda yung itsura niya later. Ito yung 0.1 ko, and then ito yung 0.2. So, I have x minus 1 is just plus 1 squared, plus 3 minus 2 is 1 squared is 1. Alright, now dito tayo sa BC. Ang BC natin is square root ng, ito na lang yung i-treat ko as 0.2 para consistent. So, I have x minus 5 squared, plus 3 minus 8 is negative 5 squared is 25. Since equal daw itong dalawa, i-equate ko tong dalawang to. Alright? So, I have the square root of x plus 1 squared plus 1 is equal to the square root of x minus 5 squared plus 25. Cancel lang yung dalawang square root na yan. And then, expand natin siya. Okay? So, x plus 1 squared is just x squared plus 2x plus 1, pero may plus 1 pa dito, so plus 2. Dito sa kabila, you have x squared is or x squared minus 10x. Foil method lang yung ginagawa natin, no? Plus 25 plus another 25, that gives us 50. Alright, now, isolation lang to. Itong x cancel na to, itong dalawang x squared na to. And then, subtract 2 both sides. And then, add 10x both sides. So, you'll get 12x, cancel, is equal to 48. Divide 12, both sides. X is equal to 48 divided by 12 is 4. So, yung x natin dito is 4. Ibig sabihin, yung coordinates ng point C is 4, 3. Nasaan yung 4, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. O, dapat nandito siya. O. And then, 3. Ayan, tama naman. Kasi kapag nilagay natin siya dito, hindi na yan isosceles. Sobrang haba na nitong part na to. Alright, so that's our answer for 3. Next, dito tayo sa problems on areas and volume. Start tayo sa number 1. Find the volume of sphere with radius 3. So, ang formula natin dyan is that yung volume ng sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay? So, 4 over 3 times pi. Yung r natin is 3. So, 3 cube. Oops. 3 cube. So, simplify lang natin to further. So, ito will just be 4 over 3 times pi times itong cube, gawin natin siyang squared. So, you have 3 squared para makancel to. 9, this will be 9 times 4 is 36 pi. That's the answer. Okay. Next, number 2. Cube has a surface area of 150 cm. Find the volume. So, ang surface area ng isang cube is given by 6a squared. Paano nangyari? Di ba ang isang cube, meron siyang 6 na faces. No? 1, 2, 3, tapos nasa likod, dito, at saka dito. 6. And then, kinuha lang natin yung sum nito mga areas na to. So, we can get the surface area. Okay? Ang surface area niya daw is 150 cm. So, equate lang natin. 150 is equal to 6a squared. So, divide natin sa 6 both sides. And then, we get the square root. Okay? After that, isa-substitute nyo lang yung makukuha nating value ng a dito. Volume is equal to a cube. Okay? So, yun yung magiging answer natin in this problem. So, iniiwan ko sa inyo to as problem for your independent practice. So, again, ito yung gagawin natin. Yung 150, equate nyo siya sa 6a squared kasi yan yung surface area. Divide 6 both sides and then get the square root, you'll get a. Yung a na yan, substitute natin sa volume ng cube, which is a cube. Alright? Next. Alright. A right circular cylinder has a radius of 3 cm and a height of 6 cm. A right circular cone with the same base and height is placed inside the cylinder. Find the volume of the space inside the cylinder but outside the cone. Alright. So, meron tayong circular cylinder. Ayan. Meron siyang radius na 3 cm and meron siyang height na 6 cm. Merong right circular cone with the same base and height. Okay, same siya ng base dito and height placed inside the cylinder. Now, ang hinahanap natin, volume of the space inside the cylinder. Hinahanap natin tong volume nito. Okay, 3 dimension dapat yan, no? So, alam natin na yung volume ng isang cylinder is equal to pi r squared h. Okay? And yung volume ng cone is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. So, actually, may pattern dyan. Lahat ng cones, meron silang similar idea. Yung volume nila, 1/3 of base area times the height. Ito yung, height. Ito yung base area, and then ito yung height ng cylinder. Kapag hinahanap natin yung cone, 1/3 lang siya. Alright? So, ang mangyayari dito is direct substitution lang and then subtraction. So, ang magiging final equation natin dito is pi r squared h minus 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay? So, direct substitution and we'll get the answer.